Prefect also allows you to call a flow inside another flow. We call those flows subflows. For example, here we have the flow prepared for training and train. Since they are called inside the flow development, they are the subflows of the flow development. You can also import the flows from another Python script. Subflows are useful when you want to group similar flows based on logical grouping of work. For example, you can create a flow called development that causes subflows used for the development process, such as get data, process data, and train model. Let's run this code and see how the outputs look like. On the terminal, we can see the logs about the subflow and their task. To view the subflows on Prefect UI, click the flow run, then click subflow runs. You will see the summary of all subflows inside this flow. And if you click the subflow, then click task runs, you will see all of the tasks inside that subflow. So when should you use subflows and when should you use tasks? In general, you should use tasks when you want to add observability into each unit of work inside a flow. For example, you might want to turn each function call inside the process data flow into tasks so that you know when each of these tasks are executed. Besides observability, you should use tasks when you want to run tasks inside a flow concurrently or in parallel with a task runner. You should use subflows when you want to group similar flows or use different task runners for different subflows within a flow. For example, you might want to use a control task runner for the flow get data, use concurrent task runner for the flow process data, or use the dash task runner for the flow train model. Since you can only create deployment for a flow, not a task, using subflows allows you to create different deployment for subflows inside a flow, which allows you to pass different parameters, create different schedule, or execute in different environments for different subflows.